Crockett Myers, come on up here, buddy. Good job. Crockett, welcome to the Yamaha podium, man. Congratulations. Good ride out there.
Thank you. Yeah, I just got a little bit of wheel spin off the start, I guess, and just tried to push it in as far as I could in the first corner and ended up getting stuck in a little bit of deep sand. But all in all, I pulled out pretty like top 5 and just pushed it to the front as hard as I could. And, you know, me and JR were dicking out the last couple laps, but he rode some smart lines and got it for the win.
Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank the Lord Jesus Christ for keeping me safe, my mom, my dad, Bobby Brewster at Nihilo, Rhino Power, Answer, Bell, Alpine Star, Scott Goggles, Colleen Millshouse and Brian Johnson for helping me out at MTF getting ready, MTF, my mechanic Hunter Layton, EBR and Josh Rogers over there at EBR getting my bike ready, Mike for my suspension, Ethica, and everybody that supports me, thank you so much.
All right, Crockett Myers, great job out there on the new ride and getting on the box. Come on up here, Mike Burkeenan, and your champ, the 522, Larry Rios Jr. Hold that #1 plate up. There he is. Congratulations. You make quick work of Black Mirror, take over the point. Tell me about your race.
Yeah, it was a great race. I just started like 4th, and I knew I had to put my head down, and I really wanted this win.
Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, Roger S7, Monster Army, LSR Motors, they are great. Dunlop Tires, Mika Metals, and Suspension, Ethica, Garnet, Moto Cuts, my sister, my nephew, and everybody else I forgot to thank.
All right, congratulations. The Superman busting a move out, getting on the box. There's the bubbly. Rodney, take it away.
All righty, thanks a lot, Wes Kane, as we pick the action up on lap number 5. 4 laps complete. Caden Dudney, Seth Dennis, Carson Wood, 1, 2, and 3. About 2.5 seconds separating Seth Dennis and Caden Dudney now. Dudney, as we told you, getting off to an early lead out there. Had a good battle going on with Landon Gibson. Gibson went down, fell outside the top 10. Last time around, he was 10th. This time around, he was 8th place.
Coming back.
He is, and I was doing some math there. There at one point, it looked like he might have a chance to get up into a solid top 5, maybe even to a top 3, but I'm beginning to wonder as this race wears on, the competition is getting stiffer and stiffer each and every lap as they get this track dialed in.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I look for Seth Dennis to keep pushing towards the front right there. He's got a little bit of a gap, but I think he'll be able to close it up. We're going to see a good battle out of this one up in front before it's over, no doubt about that. But Caden Dudney, rider number 40, you know, he inherited the lead, but he put himself up in the right spot with a great hole shot to get it going early.
Yeah, and the checkers are out, and Dudney does hang on to it. Look at that, .820.
Yeah.
Almost a 2-second faster lap that last time around with Seth Dennis than Caden Dudney, but where it counts at is at the stripe, and Caden Dudney took that.
Just didn't have the time to get it done, Rodney, but you know what? It could have happened.
So Dudney, Dennis, and Wood will be top 3 here today. The 40, the 930, and 26. Madden Jones will finish up in 4th. Kevin DePino in the number 5 spot. Darren Pine 6th. Jonathan Getz in 7th. Landon Gibson all the way up to 8th after the little get off there. Maverick Gish in 9th. And Nathan Snellgrove rounds out your top 10 as we take a look at that Pro Circuit top 10 leaderboard. Once again, welcoming aboard and along our good friends at RacerTV.com for the continuing live coverage of this 48th annual Thor Mini O's here at Gatorback Cycle Park. Beautiful sunshiny Newberry, Florida. And blue skies this morning. I think they're talking about maybe it could get bad today. Maybe we might see partly cloudy skies today and tomorrow, but temperatures still in the mid-70s.
Come on. Nah,
that also means partly sunny, too, by the way, for you optimists out there.
Right.
Yeah, so, but nonetheless, I mean, going to be a great day. Temperatures are going to be great. And the racing, obviously, very heated and very hot today as our top 3 heading over to the podium to see Wes Kane from this 65, 7, and 9 class, Dudney, Dennis, and Wood. And we set the stage next for race 36, the girls' junior 9 to 13 class. Coming into this one, Kylie Stallings, the 213 out of Piedmont, Oklahoma, on the Maxima Fly Racing and Bell Helmets backed Husqvarna machine. She took the qualifying win. Second place going to Brighton Richards, a 364 from Estelle Manor, New Jersey. She's a Foley Cat, PST Trackside and Town and Country Cycle Center backed KTM rider. Third place in the qualifier, the 11 of Madison Casimir out of Broadbrook, Connecticut on a Kaz Equipment Cycle Gear 100% backed with those Dunlop tires. TM, and again that was third place. Fourth place going to Madeline Wilson out of Dora, Alabama on a Fast House Husqvarna, the number 113. Fifth place going to Ginger Osgood from Saunderstown, Rhode Island on a KTM 136. Sixth place then going to Mathis Motormart Motorsport and OG's Elusive Gloves, Hannah Sipe out of Scottsburg, Indiana. Seventh then going to Layla Stevenson, the 731, and Josie Schuff, this 55 Yamaha pilot, was your 8th place position finisher. And Lily Ann Pettis not able to make the cut, I don't think, here in the second moto. So here we go, opening up race 36, the main event for the girls junior. It's the 213 machine of Kylie Stallings. She took the win in her qualifier, and look, she's using that confidence, Jeff Hines, to take it to the front of the pack and open like a big gap in this girls junior 9 to 13 class.
She is on point. Look, posting up front real quick and already getting that gap, looking to kind of settle in there. So doing a nice job right there, but gonna have to continue that pace all the way to the checkered flag. Still gonna have to turn it into a race between her and this dynamic Supercross layout.
For sure, for sure. Race 37 coming up next. 65, 10, and 11 loading the gate. And Wes Kane down on the Yamaha podium with our top 3.
All right, I need a number 26 up here on the podium. Come on up here, Mr. Wood. Come on up here, young man. You get the, come on up here, you get the bronze medal. Come on over here, young fella. Come on, come see me. All right. What's going on out there, man?
Just having fun out the track.
Are you excited?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about your race.
It was good, got smooth lines, and tried to keep Seth off, but he got me in the last turn. I mean, a couple turns, but you know, it was fun out there and had a good time.
Who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, Elusive, Answer, FMF, Jake and Parker, and OGs, Spider, and God for keeping me safe.
All right, congratulations out there. The number 26, Carson Wood, finishing up third. Yeah. Seth Dennis, come on up here, little ripper. You're going to get the silver. Come on over here. Congratulations. I know that's not the way you wanted to go down, but you're up on the box. Got to be happy about that. Tell me about it.
Yeah, off the whole shot, definitely wasn't the greatest, but it was like in the middle of the pack, somewhere in the 20s, but came around, was battling with Landon, and then they got together. So then I got hit around him, and then there's a big gap between me and him, and then I just tried to charge as hard as I can.
What do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, my sister, Dunlop, Scott, Nate, Hope, Donald, Fox, Scott, Alpine Stallings, Asterix.
All right, well, Kaylee Stallings continues to run strong for you. Right in Richard.
Hang on, Rodney. Hang on, Rodney.
Oops, sorry.
Thrill Seekers, that's it. Thank you.
All right, congratulations, Seth Dennis, with the silver. Now your champ, Caden Dunny, the 65, 7-9 champ. Come on up here, front and center. Hold that number 1 plate up. There's your champ. Congratulations. Tell me about your race.
It was good. I got off to a great start. Landon tried to push me out, and then I just broke my race.
What do you want to thank?
Mom, my dad, Motor Excellence Racing, NOS, Dunlop, Altus Motorsports. Yeah.
All right, congratulations, guys. Give it up one more time. Rodney Tomlin, tell me what's happening on the track. Come on, Rodney, what's happening out there, buddy?
It's Kaylee Stallings, Wes, who continues to put a great run together. She has set her sights on the top rung of the podium, so got a good idea you're going to be talking to her pretty quick. She's doing some talking right now with that right wrist and opens up a pretty good gap. Right number 213 on the Husky, well out in front. Matter of fact, goodness gracious, yeah, solidly turning laps in the 115 range, as a matter of fact. Brighton Richards with the 120 lap time. And there she comes, right number 364. Solid, and she's headed to the podium as well if they keep this pace going. And then Lillian Pettis doing a nice job, right number 716. So here comes the battle. Madison Casimir and then Madeline Wilson. They are battling, and they are looking for a spot on the podium, but they're going to have to pick up the pace to get around Lillian Pettis to make that happen. Ginger Osgood going to be coming through, right number 136. Then you got Hannah Sipe, the 74 bike. Layla Stevenson, right number 731, runs in the 8th space. It's going to be in the 8th spot. And then Josie Schuff, right number 55 on her Yamaha, making track. She runs in the top 9 position for you. And the white flag is out. So again, a hard charge coming out of Madison Casimir on the TM. She currently runs in the 4th spot, right on number 11, trying to climb her way up on the box right there, and is caught sight of the 3rd place competitor. Kaylee Stallings looking for that gold and nothing less, as down the front straightaway, she put that thing sideways across our triple. Doing a good job through the infield section there for you. Crossing the T's, dotting the I's, and headed towards a Supercross championship in the 9 to 13-year-old girls junior lineup. Kaylee Stallings putting it all together for you. With us at Piedmont, Oklahoma, on a Maxima back ride. Pit posse, she's got those Dunlops hooking her up, and headed around the final corner to the checker flag. Kaylee Stallings will celebrate a Supercross championship. Here comes the 364 ride, and Brighton Richards again hitting all her marks out there. No problems. Opened up a pretty good, comfortable position on the racetrack. Holds on to that 2nd spot. Was able to shake a pretty solid run right there by Lillian Pettis, number 716. And here is our silver medal winner, Brighton Richards, doing a good job for you. Right number 364, and hot on her heels again in the top 3. We're looking for Lillian Pettis, number 716. She will hold off the late moto charge at Madison Casimir. And then Madeline Wilson comes across in the top 5. So a good battle all the way to the wire right there. We've got 3 more runners that you will celebrate on the podium coming up. Again, that's our junior girls 9 to 13-year-old Supercross championship.
Boy, Kylie got out to a great start on that one.
Unbelievable, no mistakes, just focused.
Yes, very focused. She's certainly got a bright future for her, so congratulations, Kylie, on your championship, Brighton, and Lillian on your runner-up spots there.
Hope you got the folks from Oklahoma tuning in right there, cheering her on. They got to be happy and proud of her out there in Piedmont.
All righty, 65, 10, and 11 rolling off the line next. And some big key players in this one. Landon Gibson, the 180, going to be one to watch. Canyon Richards, the 316, also a front runner in the qualifying sessions. We see Austin Shaper, one to watch. William McCure.
How'd you know he's the one to watch, Ron? He just pulls the whole shot. How did you know that? Canyon Richards doing a great job. How'd you know that? Where's that Ouija board you got?
Hey, man, you know, I've been doing this so long.
Oh, come on.
You know, statistics tell you a lot.
Statistically speaking, he's on his way.
Exactly. The 316, though, grabbing this early lead out here. That is Canyon Richards, 2nd place finisher on that Yamaha Rock River Foley Cat Moose Racing back machine.
Come on, little guy, get up.
A little shaking up there, going down hard. A couple of riders. We'll see if they get that all sorted out. Meanwhile, up front, though, that's where the battling is starting to unfold, and our leader really starting to stretch things out here.
It'll be all right. And the guy's right there on him.
And here we go, lap number 1 in the history books. It is Landon Gordon, old Flash himself, the 180 out front, with Canyon Richards now dropping off the number 2 spot. Landon making that pass late there. He had just 0.3 of a second lead over Richards when they came across the stripe there. Austin Shaper in 3rd, Canyon Hargrove in 4th, Blake Presty in 5th, Max Catano, Tyler Mollett, Jeremy Rowe, and Caden Weisner, along with Colt Golombeski, round out your top 10, Jeff Hines.
Yeah, now some of those guys right around that 10th spot. spot, as you know. And Tyler Millett, Jeremy Rowe, Caden Weinheiser, Cole Golombetsky. Look for those competitors to start picking riders off. Not to take anything away from Landon Gordon. He's got another good start out there. He is on the move. Canyon Richards, slight mistake. Not sure where it happened right there for the 316 Yamaha mounted rider, but still focused up in there and plenty of time to jump back into that top spot.
Well, at 36, Austin Schaefer back in the number 3 spot. Let's head on down first. We'll talk about that in a moment. We got 3 riders to say congratulations to with the bronze, silver, and gold. Let's head down to the Yamaha podium with Wes Kane.
Come on over here. Morning. How you doing?
Good.
Tell everybody your name, where you're from.
I'm Lily Ann, and I'm from Hansville, Alabama.
All the way from Alabama. How's it feel to be down here on the podium?
Feels great.
Tell me about your race.
I had a good battle with Brighton, and
Who do you want to thank?
my mom, my dad, God for keeping me safe, Tyler Thompson at Monster Mountain, and I already said mom and dad. Jasmine Canfield.
All right, congratulations out there. Good job. Come over here, Miss Richards. Thank you very much. Tell me about your race.
It was great. Great.
Who do you want to thank?
Jesus Christ, Specialized Fully Cap, Rainbow Farms, 6D, Scott, Atlas, Moose, Rich Gray Sky, CTI, Traction, Aggressive Graphics, Lynx, Recluse.
Congratulations out there on your silver medal. Now the champ, come on up here. Kylie Stallings. Mike Burkeen coming in. There's your number 1 plate. Hold it up. Girls Junior 9 to 13. Kylie Stallings. And the gold medal. All right, tell me about your race.
It was good. I got off to the whole shot. Just tried to ride my race and stay consistent and not make too many mistakes.
Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my mom and dad, FMF, Ajax, Maxima, WPS, Alpine Star, anybody else I forgot. Thank you guys so much.
Hold it up one more time. Kylie Stallings, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Hines back to the skybox.
Ooh, yeah, Wes, thank you very much, buddy. We got a battle going out here. Landon Gordon just scrapping to try to get a little bit of breathing room out there. It's Canyon Richards been breathing down his, but I'll tell you, Austin Schaefer now on the scene. Only a couple seconds back right there from our second place rider. Schaefer scrambling quick on the 36 KTM to try to close that gap up. Then you got Cannon Hargrove in the 17. Blake Presdy, he's now in the top 5. Tyler Millett, as we'll go 6 through 10, is there in the 6th spot. Max Catano in 7. Colt Golombetsky now moves to 8. Caden Weinheiser going to roll with him up in there. They get around Jeremy Grove. That's going to put him in the top 10. So some of these guys, again, overcoming some of these mediocre starts, so to speak. But I'll tell you what, passing the top guys up front, that's a whole nother ball game. They're settling in at this point. We got some real good laps being thrown down by these young riders.
We do, and a great battle shaping up for 5th place right now as we see Gordon Richards, Schaefer, Cannon Hargrove, and 4 checking in. And now the battle for 5th, the 170 of Blake Presdy and the number 20 of Tyler Mollett. These guys have been going at it for well, the last lap and a half, 2 laps, and they've been within a second or so of each other.
Oh, them guys are all over the place, Rodney. You are right, man. There's a lot of racing going on right there. Oh, man, they're using every line on the track, and they're making a few as they go around.
That's one to keep an eye on right now. Again, that's for 5th place. Mollett working his way up, I think, from 9th place on lap number 1, or 8th place anyway. So good run for the number 20 Husqvarna rider.
Man, I kind of thought Richards was just going to run up here and make a real battle out of it. But Landon Gordon says, no, man, I see you coming. I got the answer. I'm going to get on the gas quick, and you ain't going to mess with me. And right now, Gordon has kept a pretty comfortable lead out there, which is hard to do under these kind of conditions. A lot of pressure.
Oh, down goes that 365 machine. That is Nicholas Frazier, 13th place position, working his way up the pack through the top 20, searching for a top 10, but unfortunately going to come up a little short, looks like.
And Andy immediately going to take care of that little guy right there. Took a pretty hard fall, but I think he's going to be up and okay in just a minute. Look at it. Look at our guys. On point, baby, on point.
Yeah, got his tipper hat to the medical staff and track crew for getting in there and making sure all our riders are safe. Landon Gordon now taking the white flag with Richard still about 2.5 seconds back in second. Austin Schaefer now 6 seconds back in third. Cannon Hargrove in fourth, and Blake Presty, he gets a big break there. Presty finally looks like Tyler Mollett making a mistake out there and drops back to 9th place. So Preston now enjoying about a almost 7-second gap between himself and 7th. Caden Weisenauer, Max Catano in 8th. Tyler Mollett, like we said, in 9th, and Cole Gray rounding out the top 10, rolling through this final lap of racing.
Wow, and yeah, you're right. Plesny goes a long way on this last lap right here, but it sure looks like our top three have settled in. They've done some real solid work out there, going hard early in this Supercross main event, and that's why the checkers will fly. And he had to take a little look over his shoulder right there. Pinch that guy. Yeah, baby, it's real. Landon Gordon, your Supercross champion for the 65cc 10 to 11-year-old crowd. Canyon Richards, ride number 316 on the Yamaha, will pick up that second spot, and Austin Schaefer brings home a third-place ride. He's headed to the box to grab the bronze.
Well, there you go. Blake Presty actually moving up to 4th place after being challenged for 5th for so long. So tip of the hat to the young 170, the 17 Hargrove. That was at his dismay, though, as he drops to number 5 spot. So we see Golubeski, Mollett actually 7th at the checkers. Weisenauer 8th, Austin Camden at 9th, and Max Catano rounding out the top 10. That's a look at your Pro Circuit results board, as again, those are unofficial results, and we'll be heading down to crown some champions and champion and top 3 overall here in this 65 10-11 class with Wes Kane in just a moment. Right now we're going to the 450C class, where Nicholas Curry out of Tarpon Springs, Florida, on a Spider MX Tim Ferry Ben Riddle TLR Moto 4-play back drive with those Dunlop tires, took the division race win. He had Chase Stuckey, the 53 from Fayetteville, Georgia, on a CUI SP Moto X Training Compound and Power Sports Marketing KTM. He finished up in the number 2 position. 3rd place going to Andrew Hutchins, the 222 out of Owasso, Oklahoma, on an Ajax Motorsports Seth Wadley Ford and Troy Lee Designs back ride. 4th place in the qualifier, Florent Lambillion Jr. out of South Africa on the number 32. In the 5th place position, the 80 of Michael Cochran, KTM on a Mount Holly race team, Mount Holly, New Jersey, Callahan Motocross School, and Dan Callahan back to KTM ride. Dan the man. And also Swin Opitz, the 221 on Lake Elsinore, California, 6th. 7th going to Jacob Henry, the 515 from Cortland, New York. 8th is Brendan Bacall. 9th went to in your qualifiers. We loaded this one up, or at least 10th going to Houston Hayworth. And that's the way the top 10 broke down. And also Shane Hamilton 9th as we wrapped up the qualifier. Here we go, wrapping up, moving into the main event, I should say. And it's the 53 machine getting out to an early lead. He finished 2nd. Chase Stuckey from Fayetteville,
got
Georgia.
knocked off the track.
And back there in the number 2 spot, Nicholas Curry, your qualifier winner, coming into this one again. No bearing, no weight in this Supercross main event. How you finish is how you finish. And right now, our front 2 riders are up front. They're just switched around right now, Jeff Hines.
Oh, yeah, an amazing start right here. A lot of aggression in this C class. There's no doubt about that, as the 450C class riders in race number 38 is out on the track.
450 Pro Sport coming up after this. That's race number 39. And, of course, race number 40 will follow that. That will be the 125 12 to 17 BC. And right now, it's Wes Kane on the Yamaha podium.
All right, 3rd place finisher, Austin Schaefer. Come on up here on the box. Come on up here on the podium. I got a 3rd place medal for you. Austin Schaefer. Right up here front and center. Congratulations. Tell me about your race.
I just got off to a really good start and then just rode up 3rd the whole time. And
Who do you want to thank?
my mom, my dad, south of the border, 7, FMF, Chad Watch, Power Band, and that's it.
All right, congratulations out there, Austin Schaefer. Doing a great job out there, landing up on the box. Canyon Richards, come on up here, buddy. Got a silver for you, pal. Drop that around your neck. Congratulations out there. Tell me about your race.
The race was awesome. I got the whole shot. I tried to stay in the lead, and Landon passed me. I just stayed on him.
Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank Jesus Christ, Rock River Yamaha, Ed Torrance, Specialized, Foley Cab, Bell, 100%, Atlas, Moose Racing, the Risk Race Guy, Rainbow Farms, Recluse, Enzo, Dunlop, Tap House, and James Jones.
Congratulations out there, guys. Give it up, Canyon Richards. All right. Now our champ, come on up here. Congratulations, Landon Gordon. Hold that up high. We're going to pop that gold medal on your neck. Congratulations. Tell me about your race.
I got off to like a 5th place start, and then I worked my way up to the front, and then I just put a couple good laps in, and then just settled there.
Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank the Lord for keeping me safe. Pro Circuit, Dunlop, Addiction Industries, 100 Designs, Pro Circuit, GDB Inc., and everyone else. Thank you, 100%.
Congratulations. Hold that up high. Celebrate. Back to you. What's happened on the racetrack? Jim Hines.
So much. Hey, watching this battle out here, Chase Stuckey, rider number 53, and Nicholas Corey battling it out in front, both of the riders with exceptional skills. A couple of different lines that they're using out there, but they have used those lines to walk away from the rest of the pack. We go a little bit further back. Swin Optis, rider number 221 with us on the Suzuki. He runs in the 3rd spot. Got a pretty good gap, but it's going to be Andrew Hutchins and Jacob Henry breathing down his neck. 6 through 10 with Mike Kokorin, Seth Smith, Matt Taylor, Damian Madrasic, and then Houston Hayward pulling up in there aboard his Yamaha. So still a lot of racing left to be done. When we look at the box right here, again, a good tight shot at Nicholas Corey as he tries to close it up. We're diving in there and enjoying some good looks on Racer TV here early in the morning at world famous Gatorback Cycle Park as we continue the conquest for another Supercross championship, this one in the 450C class. And right now, Chase Stuckey and Nicholas Corey still going at it fisticuffs to find out who's going to win this one.
Well, just a few laps left to go here as we have lap 4 complete, lap number 5 underway. As we ran down through our top 10, Swin Opitz, by the way, actually finished 6th in the qualifying round, so we're seeing a little bit of changes and switch-ups, and don't be surprised to see even more. But right now, 2nd place finisher in the qualifier, Chase Stuckey, leading your 1st place finisher, Nicholas Corey, and we'll see whether or not Corey's able to get around. He showed him a few wheels on and off while we've been watching this battle unfold throughout the entire battle. During those podium presentations, not a lot going on there. Opitz, Hutchins, Henry, all your top 5. And as we wrap up lap number 5, Jeff Hines, really not a whole lot of change, but Corey is right there, still well within striking distance, just has not been able to shake Chase Stuckey loose just yet.
Yeah, still that just seesaw battle back and forth up in front, both riders. Very similar lap times.
Andrew Hutchins just making the pass on Swin Opitz as they cross the finish line. The 222 and the 221 going at it. Opitz just barely back there in the number 4 spot.
You're right, Rodney. There's the Suzuki pilot. He's got him a little bit of wide open racetrack to deal with now, and he gets on the gas double quick coming out of that corner. Had to work hard for that pass. But let me tell you, Swin Opitz right back on him big time, huh?
Oh, yeah, not wanting to let that one slip away. Meanwhile, look at that Jacob Henry, that 5th place ride. It's turning into a three-way race right now for that final podium spot out there. So this one's still up for grabs. We got the battle up front for 1st and 2nd, and that final podium spot being battled for right now with Andrew Hutchins, Swin Opitz, and Jacob Henry.
And they're about to put another lap under their lap. Will be that Thor white flag last lap coming up. A little bit of lap traffic right there for our top two competitors. I would say Nicholas Corey's still right up in there on Chase Stuckey. Stuckey got a pretty good drive on the back section right there on that back straightaway, so he opens up a little bit of breathing room. He kind of makes his way through the lap traffic a little bit smoother. But now they're both through the lap traffic, and the rest of this lap's going to be a big battle all the way up to the top rung on that podium between Chase Stuckey, Nicholas Corey, and Swin Optes.
Wow, Hutchins and Opitz still going at it for that third place position, the final podium spot out there. You think that Hutchins, actually Opitz gets back around Hutchins as we wrap up lap number 6. So Hutchins is trying to regain the position. Meanwhile, Jake Henry's got a front row seat to this battle. Look at that, in front of the announcer's box now. And there's Henry in their shadows back to the number 5 spot.
What a battle. Just indicative of the talent that we got out here, and we see those kind of just, skirmishes all over the racetrack, but especially when it's to get on the box. Checkers coming out, Rodney.
And checkers are out as the 53 of Chase Stuckey will hang on to this one and tip this Supercross championship. Nicholas Corey will finish up at the number 2 spot, and we're still up in the air for 3rd place as we cross that finish line stripe. It will be the Suzuki Mounted Pilot of Swin Opitz dropping to 4th and then back up into the number 3 spot in the last 2 laps of racing. A real nail-biter. Hutchins finishing in the number 4 spot. Jacob Henry in 5th as we take a look at the Pro Circuit results board. Michael Cochran in 6th. 7th is going to be Seth Smith, it looks like, aboard the 115. 8th, Matthew Taylor, the 79. 9th, Damon Nadrask. And, of course, Shane Hamilton, the 121, rounding out the top 10. Again, unofficial results. And we roll to the 450 Pro Sport Class next as our top 3, Chase Stuckey, Nicholas Corey, and Swin Opitz will be heading over to the podium to talk with Wes Kane. Here we go to that 450 Pro Sport Class. Jarrett Fry coming into this one with the division race win aboard the 34 Yamaha. That's a Monster Energy Star Racing backed ride that took that win out there. He's going to obviously be one to watch, but you got Mason Gonzalez, who took 2nd aboard the number 93. There's also Hardy Munoz, the 73, who took 3rd. And we got a lot more than that. A lot more talent than that. We'll sort them out as they sort themselves out coming through those first few turns. And it is the 34 of Jarrett Fry from Mechanicsville, Maryland. Monster Energy Star Racing Yamaha 4 back ride, grabbing the early lead as they jockey for position back in the number 2 spot. That looks like the 604 of Max Miller. Miller finishing 10th in the division, or in the qualifying race, but opening up strong here today. 75, or was that Munoz, I think, maybe in that number 3 spot. We'll sort it out, Jeff Hines, but wow, we got some good battling, I think, to watch in this one.
Well, Max got him a good start this time, no doubt about it. Max Miller out of Oregon right up in there, but the problem is he's got Hardy Munoz right for 73 hot on his heels, or maybe the 74 of Hardy hot on his heels. So this is a great way to start it out, but man, you've already seen this MO before at a Jarrett Fry. You give the guy some wide open racetrack, he's going to take big advantage of it and run away and disappear. He is doing just that on the opening lap right now, so this may be tough for the riders to haul him in, but look at Hardy. He'll over jump the single, has the lead momentarily, and then right back up in his face is Max Miller. What a battle we're setting up here in the 458 Pro Sport Class.
Well, no challenges right now for Jarrett Fry, but a battle starting to wage for that 2nd place position as Max Miller feeling the pressure now from Hardy Munoz, as we talked about there. But not only Munoz, but Mason Gonzalez also back there. And that's Gonzalez now putting that pressure on from 3rd place. What happened to the 73 of Munoz? I think he dropped back a couple of spots. We'll go back and check in with that in just a few moments, but that's Gonzalez now up to 3rd, and that's Wes Kane down on the Yamaha podium with our top 3 from a previous class.
That's a good race down on the track. I'm going to get you guys right back to it. Come over here, young man. You got the... Okay. Tell me your name, where you're from.
I am from Chile, and my name is Swin Opitz.
Who do you want to thank?
Thank to Kelly Andrews, Sir Seth, Fox Moto, Motosurosono, my dad, my mama, that's it.
Congratulations out there. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, these are Chile. All right, where's my 2nd place rider? Come up here, young man. Come on up here. Good job. Tell them where you're from, young man. What's your name?
From Florida. My name is Nico Corey, number 22 on a KTM.
Tell me about your race.
What is it?
Tell me about your race.
It was a good race, good battle we had. Me and Stuckey had a pretty good battle. you know, all I can say is just look forward to doing more next year, you know.
Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank Spider MX, Tim Ferry, Ben Riddle, Moto 4Play, TLR Racing, and everybody else that supports me. Thank you.
Congratulations out there. Got a silver medal. Good job out there. Your 450C champ. Give it up. Chase Stuckey. Hold it up high. Yeah. Tell me about your race.
I got to a great start and then just tried to be smooth the whole race and not make any mistakes and go to the finish.
Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank everyone at Motox Compound, Matt, Timmy, Miss Jennifer, Ruse, Power Sports Marketing, Gizmo Mods, TF Rate Suspension, and everyone else, thank you.
Congratulations out there. Take it away up in the skybox, guys. I hear some action on the track.
Oh, yeah, you hear some action. We just saw some action out here just past the finish line. Few riders going down. Jeff Vines, I mean, that was aerial acrobatics, I think, on a motorcycle we just witnessed.
Man, that was some wild stuff right there. Hey, preservation mode kicked in out there. I think that's what that's all about. How about Mason Gonzalez right now? Mason Gonzalez absolutely on fire while Jared Fry's got a big wide open lead and turning laps in the 104 range. In the 106 range, Mason Gonzalez in his lap starting to pay off. He's now into that second spot, wheeling out of the corner, going wide, putting the power to the ground, keeping on number 93. Now he's got a long way to go to mix it up with Jared Fry. But if anybody out there is going to do it, it looks like Gonzalez is going to be the man to make it happen.
I'll tell you, two riders I'm keeping an eye on right now. Well, three riders. Hardy Munoz back to the number 7 spot now as he's been clawing his way back up toward the top 5. Jesse Flock, though, in 5th place. And also Tristan Lewis, a couple of riders that we're going to be keeping an eye on, but Jesse Flock in particular, because he's had his work cut out for him in this one, and we'll see whether or not he's able to make some things happen as this moto wears on. It's a 12-lap race here in this 450 Pro Sport class. We're working on lap 5, so we haven't hit the halfway point, so we still got a long road to hoe as far as this racing is concerned. And I just saw a great battle shaping up going on right now with Jesse Flock and Furman Cece Mara. Cece Mara is actually right there. Oh, no, that wasn't Cece Mara. That might have been Hardy Munoz. We'll double check that in a moment.
A little further back.
Yeah, so, but Jesse Flock, I don't know if that was lap trap, but it looked like somebody was giving him a little bit of heat on that lap around. Let's double check that.
Yeah, Max Miller, Tristan Lewis, and then, of course, Jesse Flock. They're flying in formation right now, and on the backside of the racetrack, they are hauling the mail. They got a ways to go right there to close it up on Mason Gonzalez, but they made some real quick forays to the front. Those guys in the 105 and change. Again, the 104, that's reserved for Jared Fry and Mason Gonzalez right now. Then a little bit further back, here's Furman Cisamara loaded up with Hardy Munoz. Those guys trying to make their way a little further to the front, but plenty of time in this 12-lapper, as you say. Here comes Tristan Lewis, right? He's starting to draw a bead down now on Max Miller.
Yeah, here's the way they're looking at the near the halfway point. Actually, I believe the cross flags will be coming out here in this 450 Pro Sport class as our leaders wrap up lap number 6, and there they are. The 34 of Jared Fry out front of this one. He's enjoying a 4-second lead at the end of lap number 5. At the end of lap number 6 as Mason Gonzalez checks in. We're going to see how things are starting to shape up there. Nearly identical lap times, but just a little bit quicker that time, a few tenths. Mason Gonzalez shaving that gap down just under 4 seconds now at 3.7. Max Miller running in the number 3 spot is another 6 seconds back in 3rd. Tristan Lewis less than a second behind Miller for 3rd, so we got a battle going on there. 5th place, Jesse Flock, the 67, on 2/10 of a second, so a 3-way shootout still going on for 3rd. Then it's Munoz, Cece Mara, Leitzel, Corey Karsten now is 9th, Stephen Hooker is 10th, Wesley Allen at 11th, 12th, Cole Harley, Jay Weller 13th, Shea Thomas 14th, 15th, Jamison Duclos, Nicholas Inman is 16th, Gino Carlo Klauser 17th, Jacob Bellotti 18th, Cody Groves 19th, and Dawson Cobb rounding out the top 20.
Hardy pushing hard right there, riding on the wild side. It's Jesse Flock who's put the power to the ground right there. He'll get by Tristan Lewis, so he continues the front. Max Miller with some solid laps, Rodney. No doubt you're catching those out there. He's trying to do everything he can. Jared Fry, Mason Gonzalez with those great starts, and mistake-free attitude. They've been killing it out there.
Well, I'll tell you, I think it took a little bit of pressure from Tristan Lewis to fire Jesse Flock back up. He had some great momentum going, and he was close to Max Miller. Then he kind of faded back. Lewis pushed him back to that position where he was starting to challenge again. Now riders are starting to settle back down a little bit, about a second or so separating third and fourth, and another second back to fourth and fifth. Again, 7 laps down, 12-lap race. We still got plenty to go, and I think a lot more excitement to take place.
You are right. Mason Gonzalez is second quicker than our leader right now, but still a long ways to go to close the gap. I got a feeling that Jared Fry could probably crank it back up if he has to, but right now he's just kind of cruising on the rails out there aboard that Yamaha. But an excellent run for him, no doubt about that. So here comes our leaders. That's another lap complete. We'll try to keep an eye on Mason Gonzalez and his progress up there onto Jarrett Fry.
Well, I tell you, great racecraft by Jarrett Fry. He is certainly controlling the situation out front, running only as fast as he needs to keep a 3 to 4 second gap between himself and second place and Gonzalez. We see that he's picked his pace up now to under a 1:04. So has Mason Gonzalez, as he's still got his head down. And the bead on the 34, Jarrett Fry, but Fry is shucking and jiving. He's a tough target to hit at this point.
Oh, and they go into the 103 range now. 103 and 96 hundredths for Jarrett Fry, and 103 and 64 hundredths for Mason Gonzalez. So Gonzalez is still turning the quicker laps out there.
Chipping away, 3.6 second lead, so that gap has only shrunk down to about a half second over the last 3 laps. But each time around, it counts. And here's the thing, Jarrett Fry will likely be getting deep in some lap traffic here pretty soon, and that could pay dividends for Mason Gonzalez if he bides his time. A 103.662 that time around for Jarrett Fry. A 104.246, something going on there. We see that gap dropping now to just over 4 seconds. So again, a good management process by Jarrett Fry, keeping that gap right around that 4-second deficit throughout this entire race over Mason Gonzalez.
Oh, man, and it's Flock who's going to go into hyperdrive here on these last couple of laps. He wants to get up on the box, has got a lot of ground to cover to make that happen.
Lap number 10 is what we're working on this time. We'll see the 2-lap sign coming out for Jarrett Fry as he makes his way through the front section of the track now. And now heading through the final turns, that final rhythm section. He is in that lap traffic. Not going to slow him down none. Mason Gonzalez and also Max Miller and Jesse Flock still going at it here. So we're watching that battle. Should see a battle, I believe, still between 6:04 and 67. And I'm not counting out Hardy Munoz yet, that number 73. He's up to the top 5 right now. He's gotten around Tristan Lewis. CeCe Marbank in 7th now. So Hardy Munoz has nothing to focus on but trying to close that real estate between he and Jesse Flock.
Just cut it loose, Rodney. You're right. Leave it all out there on the racetrack in search of one of those top 3 spots to get down there and talk to Wes Kane on that podium. But that's going to be tough to do. Our top 3 riders, man, they've settled in so quick and they've gone so fast. Flock's going to be the guy to try to step up there and take it away out of Max Miller. But again, up in front, Jarrett Fry and Mason Gonzalez are very comfortable. What you see, Rodney?
I'm watching the CVRD Cannabis live drone, and it's the battle right now. Jesse Flock and Hardy Munoz. Just saw a great jump there by Hardy Munoz. It looked like he jumped right up beside our drone out there. Pretty amazing. Now, obviously, there's some distance, but man, what a great shot by Daniel Rogerson out there running the Racer TV drone. He's got some great aerial shots for us here this week, and just all around great coverage by our RacerTV.com crew. And this is the battle we're watching right now. This is a battle for 4th place. Jesse Flock and Hardy Munoz. We were watching Flock at one point challenge Miller. Now he's just trying to hold on to that 4th place position and gain as many points as he can as far as the overall Olympiad championships and things like that are concerned.
You know, really, Rodney, to add to what you're talking about, these guys and gals deserve a gold medal out here as well. Racer TV crew doing just an unbelievable job. You got to realize there are a lot of variables you deal with out here, and then this weather, the heat, the sun, and these guys and gals are doing a great job. Hope y'all are digging it, bringing it to you live out here from Getterback Cycle Park.
We're on our last lap, and Jarrett Fry leading Mason Gonzalez, Max Miller in 3rd. But all eyes really watching this battle for 4th place right now. It's not for a podium spot, but it is certainly a spot where these guys are hungry and desiring of the next position, so it makes for a great spectacle to watch as far as racing is concerned. White flag is out. Checkers about to turn for Jared Fry as Fry takes the win here. And we're still at it for 4 points. Oh, look at that! Look at that. Flock taking... and Hardy Munoz going back and forth. Flock having to go to the inside, take Munoz all the way to the outside of that berm to just barely hang on to that 4th place position. Gonzalez is in for second now. And here's the way they finish at the stripe. Miller will take 3rd. Hardy Munoz will take the position away from Jesse Flock, or vice versa, but they were going back and forth a lot on that last lap. Flock will finish in 5th. Tristan Lewis will finish 6th. Herman C.C. Meyer, I believe, will hold on to 7th, and it's Karsten Allen. Logan Weitzel to round out your top 10 on our Pro Circuits results board. Wow. What a great 450 Pro Sport battle. Now, maybe not so much in that 1st and 2nd place after the race got wore on, but wow. Through the pack. Yes, they did. 12 to 17 BC 125cc riders. Matty Jorgensen won to watch in this one. Chris Blackmer, we saw him there a few moments ago, nearly taking a championship. He's back out here with us again on the Blood Money Racing 2 Pistols back machine, 53. And 3rd place, the 007 of Jake Cooper from Baytown, Texas on a 007 Racing LSR Enzo suspension back machine. But out on the track right now, it is the 402 grabbing the early lead in this one. And that is Gage Linville. Linville also taking a division race win. So we see that the cream of the crop rising to the top as it did in the qualifiers. We'll be head down to the Yamaha podium in a moment, but right now we are watching Gage Linville lead this one out. The 142 machine in the number 2 spot now as we wrap up lap number 1. Is that 102 or 142? That'd be Sage Lewis if it's the 142. Lewis finishing 13th place position in the qualifiers there a couple of days ago. And now starting out very strong, it looks like, but everything changes through these first couple of laps as riders continue to jockey for position. At the end of 1, it was Linville Lewis, Jack Chambers in 3rd, Gage Stein, the number 10 in 4th, Aiden Shivey in 5th, Bryson Raymond in 6th, Larry Reyes in 7th, Matty Jorgensen 8th, Luke Calassian in 9th, and Wyatt Lineback rounding out the top 10, then Ty Freehill, Jesse Jacobson, Chris Blackmer in the 13th place, Seth Scholl, Peyton Jackson, Noah Wilbrand, Joel Rizzi, Crockett Myers, 18th place position on the 72. Miguel Duval and Reagan Cochran rounding out your top 20. That's the way they look after that first lap of racing as we wrap up lap number 2 now, Jeff Hines. Looks like things are starting to settle in a little bit. Gage Linville well established in that number 1 spot. St. Louis holding steadily, or is that the 102 now? Jack Chambers, I think, may have gotten around, and he has. Chambers gotten around St. Louis, so we got Chambers in 2nd, St. Louis in 3rd, Bryson Raymond now the 226 and 4th, and Aiden Shivey rounding out the top 5.
Great ride out there, as well as we look at that top 5 where Aiden Shivey, ride number 731 on the Huskies, making tracks. Earlier winner Larry Reyes Jr. doing a nice job for you. He's down to 6th spot. Matty Jorgensen in that 7th position. Wyatt Lee back in the 8th spot. It's Chris Blackmer. He runs in the 9th spot, and Luke Calazelian is with us, right number 36 on the Husky. And in the top 10, there's Crockett Myers just out of the top 10, but he will be on the hunt here in just a moment. Take it, Rodney.
He was inside the top 10 at the end of that first lap, so dropping out. But right now, got my eyes set on the battle for the 3rd place position. Bryson Raymond all over the rear wheel here most of this lap of Sage Lewis for the 3rd place position as Gage Linville checking in for 3 laps complete. Jack Chambers behind him in 2nd. And here's the battle now for the number 3 spot. And looks like we do have the change. Bryson Raymond did make that pass. He was all over Sage Lewis when they came by the announcer's tower. He makes the pass. Sage Lewis in 4th, Aiden Shive in 5th, and Wes Kane down with a 450s Pro Sport top 3 overall on the podium.
Oh, you're right, Rodney, and a real strong.
All right, down here, great job, Max Miller finishing 3rd. Tell me about that race.
You know, it's all about that start. I was up there in the front off the beginning, battling with those guys, and found myself in second, started to make a couple mistakes. Mason was riding really good, snuck by me, and then I just tried to put my head down and keep charging, and came away with third.
What do you want to thank?
My mom and dad, my mechanic, everybody watching back home, the whole KTM Orange Brigade team, Bell, Scott, Liette, Seven, CD Boots, Mobius, Pro Taper, PNG, Radamex, Factory Connection Suspension, Twisted Development, Nihilo Concepts, TM Designs, Dunlop Tires, anybody else I might have forgot. Thank you.
Congratulations out there, Max Miller, with a solid third overall in the 450 Pro Sport. Mason Gonzalez, come on up here, buddy. The 93 ride gets the silver medal. His badge of honor for out there, going to war with these guys. Mason Gonzalez, tell me about your race.
Oh, yeah, it was good. Dunlop Tires got me out to a good start. Shout out to them. And just kind of stuck around the inside. Had to pass a few guys in the first lap. Me and Jared were pretty much running the same pace. I caught him a little bit, and I made a couple of mistakes about halfway. So it's hard to make up time. The track's really fast right now, but it's a solid way to end the Supercross, and I feel really good.
What do you want to thank?
I want to go with Cycle Trader, Roper, Yama team, Dunlop, ODI, FMF, Thor, Bell, 100%, Alpine Stars, and everybody at MTF, Donnie Luce, Ed Torrance, Blue Crew, and my whole family, my mechanic Jake, his girlfriend, his wife, and everybody else. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mason Gonzalez with a second overall. And now Jared Fry, the champ. Come on up here, buddy. Jared Fry laying it down.
All righty, Wes, thank you so much.
We got to talk to Jared Fry up here for 1 second. Congratulations, Jared Fry. Thank you, bud. Tell me about your race.
Yeah, I got off to a good start now and pulled the whole shot, and then got away in the beginning, and then just tried to manage the lead and ride smart.
What do you want to thank?
Monster Energy, Star Racing, Yamaha, Thor, Bell, 100%, Alpine Star, FMF, Dunlop, Nike, VP. Anyone else I forgot, thanks.
Hold that number 1 plate up. Jared Fry is your champ. Take it away, Jeff Hines.
All righty, thank you so much, Wes Kane. Yeah, taking it away. What an unbelievable battle. We got riders carving to the front. Gage Linville continues to hold on to that top spot. Gage, rider number 402, got out with that big jump early, but behind him it's been a battle. Jack Chambers moves into that second spot, posting a 106, almost 106 flat. Bryson Raymond in the 108 range now moves to Husqvarna up into that third position. Sage Lewis, there he is, in the 142. KTM rides got him up to that 4th spot. Larry Reyes Jr., rider number 552. He is in the top 5. Aiden Scheib, Matty Jurgensen, Crockett Myers, who's come a long way now and continues to make passes. And we'll put another lap together for you now. Sage Lewis getting bumped back by Larry Reyes Jr. Larry now moved to that 4th spot. Sage Lewis in the top 5. Crockett Myers goes to 6th as he'll give out Matty Jurgensen. Wyatt Lee back in the 8th spot. Chris Blackmer in the 9th position. And it's Luke Kalazanian. And he's doing a good job for you. He runs in the top 10 for you. More guys going to be on the move. Linville's bike shut off. He's got problems over there. That could be a big changeup. And the white flag is out after an amazing run. Gage Linville, after posting a 106 lap times right now, we're going to find out if he'll be able to bring it on home. Unbelievable turn of events, so we're going to have the checkers out. Here comes Chambers, and it looks like it will be. Check it. Jack Chambers, your champion. Bryson Raymond, the Yamaha mounted rider, number 226. And then the hard charge out of Larry Reyes Jr., rider number 552, is going to see him come across in the 3rd spot. Tough break. Crockett to the 4th position. Sage Lewis in the top 5. Wyatt Lee back goes to 6. Matty Jurgensen in 7. Chris Blackmer in 8. Luke Kalazanian there in the 9th spot. And Joel Rizzi goes to the top 10. So Jack Chambers, our champion, rider number 102 out there. Bryson Raymond picks up the silver. And the bronze will go to Larry Reyes Jr., rider number 552. Congratulations, 125, 12 to 17-year-old BC Class Championship. And your winner, Jack Chambers, on that last lap. A tough break right there. The 402. Our girls senior lineup for the 12 to 16-year-olds includes Jessica Jeffrey, route number 12 out of Orlando, Florida. Kaylee Stallings, route number 21, with us out of Piedmont, Oklahoma. Ginger Osgood, route number 22 out of Saundertown, Rhode Island. It's Katie Benson with us out of Greer, South Carolina, number 28. Danielle Ellerman is out of Westtown, New York, route number 42. Brianna Nation, route number 57, is with us out of Attala, Alabama. It's Madeline Malcolm, route number 68 out of Elizabeth, Colorado. From Scottsburg, Indiana, Hannah Sipe is route number 74. From Salon, Iowa, Jada Murphy, number 78. Landry Hazen out of Bay City, Michigan, is route number 90. Zoe Gresh is out of Vero Beach, Florida, route number 95. Brighton Richards out of Estelle Manor, New Jersey, is route number 364. Jenna Jensen is route number 712 out of Vail, Arizona. Out of Rockport, Missouri, it's going to be Layla Stevenson, route number 731 on her Kawasaki, making up this lineup. The top qualifier, Kaylee Stallings, out there. Katie Benson ran to the second position for you, and the third fastest was Landry Hazen. Let's see if the girls will be able to stay consistent out there on the racetrack as well. At the green flag, it's a clean run, and Kaylee Stallings does have the lead out there, route number 21. Katie Benson in the second spot, Landry Hazen in third. Brighton Richards gates out in the fourth spot, and Adeline Malcolm, a great run for her into the top 5. Jada Murphy, Jessica Jeffrey, Zoe Gretsch, Hannah Sipe, and Brianna Nation run in the top 10 for you. It's race number 41 on the track right now. Continuing to make our way through these Supercross championships. Race number 42 will hail the 450B class. They'll be coming your way next, again with race number 42. We'll take you down to the podium, the Yamaha podium, and Wes Kane with more winners.
Thanks, Jeff Hines. We're going to hustle them up down here. Larry Rios Jr., come on up here. You finished third. You get the bronze medal. Jack Chambers, you can get back there. We're going to get to you in 1 second. We know you're excited. Larry Rios Jr., the Superman. Tell me what happened out there.
Yeah, I got off to like a decent start. I was like 6th. Made my way. It's hard to pass out there, and you really have to be aggressive.
Who do you want to thank?
I thank my mom and dad, Roger at 7, David Scott, Bell Helmets, Garnet Boots, LSR Motors, Rob at Dunlop, Quicks Motor Ranch, Zach Masterin and Kyle Rigo, Mika Metals, FMF, Enzo, BTO, Monster Army, Ethica, and everybody else I forgot to thank.
Congratulations out there, Larry Rios Jr. Get him a solid third. All right, the 226. Come on up here, Mr. Raymond. You get a silver medal. Great job out there. Congratulations. Tell me about your second place ride.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I've had good starts all week, so, I mean, that was the main thing. But I just rode my own race and did good.
What do you want to thank?
I have to give up to the Lord Jesus Christ for keeping me safe. My mom and dad, Scrubbing Dirt, Moto X Compound, Roost, Micah Metals, Atlanta Woodmasters, 5Ps. Just thank everyone.
Congratulations out there. Great job. Give it up for the 226 of Mr. B. Raymond. All right, Supercross 125, 12 to 17 BC champ. Come back so we can get some pictures of that pretty bike. There you go. Give it up, Jack Chambers. Yeah, you're in there. Congratulations, there's the champ. Jack Chambers, tell me about your ride.
Oh, it was an awesome, it was just awesome out there. I mean, I got a good start, and I worked my way to the front, and I was just coming for Gage. I knew he had a bike problem, but I'm not sure what happened there. But I knew I had at least to have a second lap on him. I was coming for him. I was waiting for that white flag lap to come out so I could put one last sprint down and charge for the lead and hopefully pass him. But yeah, it was just an awesome race.
What do you want to thank?
I like to thank my mom and dad, my sister, Gizmo Maz, Rides Unlimited, BTO Sports 7, KTM, Nate, Hope, Hinton, ODI, Ethica, Red Dog Academy, Timmy, Evie, everything they do. My best friend, Evan Ferry, and just everyone else. Thank you so much. Scott Goggles, Power Band Suspension, everyone. Thank you.
Congratulations, Jack Chamber. What a crowd down here, man. You got a big old posse. You know what? Go down there and give them a little celebration shower. Take it away up there, Jeff Hines.
Thank you so much.
It's crazy down here, Jeff Hines. Crazy for Jack Chambers.
Good stuff. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Local favorite.
They're throwing donuts and everything down here. They're celebrating, popping champagne and popcorn. And all right, back to you.
Party continues. Kylie Stallings, a party of her own up in front, and the white flag is out for the #1 rider on the 21 bike out there. The Husky mounted rider doing a great job out of Piedmont, Oklahoma on the elusive Dunlop Pit Posse Bellback ride. And there is the run, but here comes Katie Benson. Katie turning lap time in the 1:13, so a full second quicker. And Katie is trying to make a shot to put herself to the top rung of the podium. Already second with a silver in her back pocket, but taking a shot at our leader for the gold. Checker flag going to come out this time around for the young ladies and the girls senior 12 to 16-year-old class. Oh, this might be the pass. Going down to the wire. The checkers are up, and a real battle all the way to the finish right there. And it is Kylie Stallings hanging on. Katie Benson with a last lap push right there that had our leader worried. Landry Hazen's going to come on through here. Look for her on the number 90 ride, and she'll nail down the third spot. She'll stay on the podium there with a bronze medal on the KTM. Adeline Malcolm, ride number 68 on the Suzuki, will pick up the 4th spot. Brighton Richards out of New Jersey, a good run right there for her, and a top 5 finish on the 364 KTM ride. Race number 41 in the books. Congratulations, our girls senior Supercross champion. It's Kylie Stallings out of Piedmont, Oklahoma, taking the win. One of the most highly anticipated races in all day long yesterday. Our B classes were thrilling. There's no doubt about that. We've got them lined up and coming your way here. It's the 450 B class. Top qualifiers out there. Again, as we look down the line, it was Cullen Park who took the win in his qualifying opportunity. Other riders up in front. A 3rd place ride posted by Slade Smith. 4th spot by Levi Kitchen. A 2nd place qualifying run by Nick Romano. So that'll set the stage right here. We are off and running. It is 450B action. It is race number 42 out on the track. And that's going to be Romano. He is a rocket off the start out of New York, and he'll lead him out. But we got a Kawasaki mounted rider breathing down his neck pretty early. He'll take a decidedly calculated run around the outside to clear that big tabletop. And that's going to be the 272 ride out there, Matt Whistling Grigg. And Riston Grigg out of Asheville, North Carolina, certainly no stranger to this caliber of competition. Has got a good jump going on out there and would like to throw a rope around our leader, Romano, before that guy can get out there and start making hay under this impressive layout. I mean, he is flying out there already early. We'll keep an eye on our heavy hitters and who's got the good starts up in front. Eddie Noren Jr. is one of those riders with a great start. Kate Niffing, Nate Augustin, Austin Kaperkanitis, Blake Hazen, Jack Beelan, Slade Smith, Tyler Evans, and Tommy Rios. Cullen Park, Jack Rogers, Jonah Geisler. They run 13, 14, and 15. They've got some work to do. Checking it up in front, and Romano settles into a nice lead, boosting across the inside. Certainly going to have his hands full. A great run out there. And Riston Grigg, the Kawasaki mounted rider, again out of Asheville, North Carolina. I'd like to thank the folks at Pro Circuit, Team Green Kawasaki, Roostem X, Scott Guts, Dunlop, and Power Sports of Greenville, as well as Capital Cycles, helping this guy out. And out of Asheville, North Carolina, he has got his sights set on Romano. But Romano slowly trying to creep. Small nuances that he'll throw down on the racetrack come together to shave time each and every lap. And Romano continues to turn the fastest laps out on the racetrack. He's got a 107 flat, a 107.3 for Riston Grigg, a 107.7 for Eddie Noren, a 107.6 for Caden Niffing in the 108 range. Nathan Augustin, who is in the top 5. So it's going to take a Herculean event right here for riders to come out of the back and close on up. But that's what's happening as Cullen Park, Blake Hazen, Slade Smith starting to make their run to the front. And Cullen Park will get ahead of Geisler, Evans, Cameron Minton, and Tommy Rios in his charge towards the front. He gets up in there, then it looked like. And we'll keep an eye on his progress out there. Cullen Park, as we said, a little further back, but turning laps in the 108 range. Our leader in the 106 range there, Romano, taking advantage of the wide open racetrack. And he'll wheel it around the outside while Riston Grigg is going to have to deal with a Yamaha mounted rider. That's going to be Kate Niffing, and Niffing all up over him on the 351 Yamaha. He's brought Eddie Noren right up in there with him. They've got very similar lap times, and they've got plenty of time to track them down. Wow, and there's a nice line and right up the inside. That's going to be Caden Niffing. Niffing on the brakes hard. He'll carve up and on the inside of the Kawasaki mounted rider. He'll get around Riston Grigg. That puts him up in the second spot. Will he be able to step it up and close the gap up on Romano? Romano with a dream ride out here in the start of the 450B class. Out of New York, a wide open racetrack for him there continues to be available. Cullen Park comes through this time now. He turns a 106, one of the fastest riders out there, but continuing to struggle. He'll be in the 6th position for you. The active ride suspension Yamaha settling down into the corners. That's where Cullen Park has made up the time. Listen to me. Whoa, the Yamaha rider, tough break right there for Eddie Noren. He got on the gas a little early, blew the berm out a little bit, kind of toppled over. That opens up an opportunity, and again, at this pace, that's a gift for more riders. So Nathan Augustin, Cullen Park, Slade Smith, Austin Kaepernick, as well as Tommy Rios, going to be able to capitalize on that slight mistake. Noren had a great battle going on up in there after an excellent start. Here comes Romano, still out in front. Settling into a pace now. It's going to be tough to knock him off the block. Riston Grigg back in the 2nd spot. Cullen Park up to 3rd. And a hard charge by Nathan Augustin now in the 4th spot. So Park with several strong passes on each and every lap. He'll continue to turn some incredibly fast laps. Cullen Park in the 105 range now. The fastest lap on the track, turned by the 43 bike. The SLR active ride suspension Yamaha rider trying to make it happen. Go ahead, Wes. Sorry about that, buddy. This battle just on fire out here.
That's all right. Everybody down here is falling asleep down here waiting for this podium. I appreciate it. Landry Hazen, come on up here. You're going to finish 3rd. We've got a bronze medal for you. Congratulations. Come on over here. Yeah, front center. You know the drill. How you doing?
Good.
Tell me about your race.
I got to a bad start, and I just rode my race.
What do you want to thank?
I thank my mom, dad, Real Deal, MCR, TCD, Blake, Bella, and Bree, and Fly, Scott, 60, Tamer, and everyone else. Thank you.
Congratulations out there. Landry Hazen finishing up 3rd. Katie Benson, the 28 ride, come up here. You're going to get the silver medal. Congratulations out there. Great job out there. Tell me about your race, Katie.
I got off to an okay start. Then I couldn't get feeling right on the Supermini, but you know, there's always motocross.
What do you want to thank?
My mom and dad, Nahilo, Bell, Monster, Kenny Day for these awesome boots I have, Micah, and everyone else. Thank you.
Congratulations out there, Katie Benson, finishing up 2nd. Kylie Stallings, come on up here, Supercross, girls senior, 12 to 16. Come around the backside so we can see your bike. Congratulations out there. You get the gold medal and the champ. All right, tell me about your race.
It was good. I got up to a good start. I got the whole shot and just try to stay consistent, not make mistakes, and stay out front.
What do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my mom and dad, my trainer Robbie Raynard, Maxima, Fly, WPS, Alpine Star, Elusive,
Bell, Micah Meadows, and anybody else I forgot. Thank you guys so much.
All right, congratulations. Jeff Hines, take it away.
All right, Rodney Tomlin now up here in the tower, and thanks a lot, Wes Kane, as we check in with the action. And Nick Romano still out front of this one. Caden Nipping in the number 2 spot, about 1.8 seconds separated the two, but Nipping actually turning a little bit faster last time than Romano that time, almost a full second. Romano at a 106.4, Nipping at a 105.5, and Colin Park also at a 105.5, as he is nearly 4 seconds behind Nipping now in that number 3 spot, just making his way around Riston Grigg on the last lap around. Grigg now in the number 4 spot aboard the 272. Slade Smith now in 5th aboard the 737. That is Nathan Augustin in the number 6 spot. Tommy Rios is up to 7th. 8th, Austin Kupakarnitis, as we saw him lose a couple of spots there that last time around, but still solid in the top 10. The 269, 9th place is Blake Hazen, and Cole Bradford rounds out your top 10. Just a look back here at lap number 7, as we still got just a few more laps to go. We got 11 through 20 looking like Garrett Matamoros, Tyler Evans, Jack Phelan, 13th, 14th, Logan Boyd, 15th, Reagan Wasmuth, 16th is Kyle McNichol, Eddie Norrin, and 17th, Ty Casey is 18th, 19th is Corey Rogers, Jonah Geisler rounds out your top 20. But it's back up front. We're watching things tighten up a little bit now, as Romano is starting to feel a little bit of pressure. It's still just over a second, 1.2 of them, but we know that those wheels are being shown, and actually it looks like maybe that gap is starting to close even more as they get into the heart of this racetrack now, into the bowl turn, and it has closed up quite a bit, as now Nipping well within striking distance, a bike length, as he tries to thread some needles down here heading into the front stretch. Still calm, cool, collected, none shaken at this moment. Is the 411 of Romano, and still closing up hard and fast on both these riders is that 43 of Colin Park. 8 laps down on this one, 2 laps to go on a 10-lap moto. We'll be seeing the white flag this time around for your leader of Romano, and Nipping closing up hard. It was 1.2 seconds, and I'm going to say it's well within a half second. It visually right now on this racetrack, it looks like any moment that you might see Nipping try to jump into a line of Nick Romano's. They're nearly side by side now coming out of that first turn past the finish line, but Romano's got the drive from the outside and still maintaining about a 7/10 of a second lead over Nipping. The gap now only 2 seconds back to Colin Park. So can Park bridge this gap here in this final moto to make this a 3-man shootout, or is it going to go down to the wire for these two, the 411 and the 851 of Caden Nipping? Here we go. 85 on the machine, obviously, for Nipping now, as we make that one last pass in front of the announcer's box. And only a couple of bike lengths separating the two. It looks like Park is closing up on the two, but not sure that he's going to have a chance to make a last-ditch effort. But certainly Caden Nipping right in position. Can Nick Romano, the young 450. Oh, and he goes down. Another mistake, and 2 turns to go. And he goes down. Romano simply falls over once again, and that will hand it to Caden Nipping for the number 1 position and the 450B Supercross Championship here, the 48th annual Thor Mini-O's presented by Pro Circuit. Colin Park, another phenomenal ride through the pack. A bad start up to second place. Romano will get up, remount that machine, and finish in a 3rd place position. Can't take anything away from this kid. Unfortunately, results not reflecting the type of rides and talent that this kid has put forth here in his first showing on this new Yamaha ride. But man, I tell you, good things to look forward to for a long time out of that 411 as he wraps up 3rd place. It'll be Slade Smith in the number 4 spot, Nathan Augustin in the number 5 position, Riston Grigg, the 272, will finish up in 6th. Austin Kupakarnitis will round out 7th, and Garrett Matamoros breaks into the top 10 into an 8th place position at the checkers for his finish. 9th place will be Cole Bradford, the 27, and Blake Hazen will round out the top 10, a Red Rider out there on the 269 machine. And that is the race 42 there. Race 43, the 65cc 7 to 11-year-olds riders taking off next. As we check in with our front runners in this one, and top finishers William McCure and Landon Gordon. McCure out there on that 96, Gordon on the 180, both taking division race wins. As we look at the early start here. It is Gordon, the 180 out front. He's got the 26 machine in tow. That's Carson Wood on the Spider MX A&J Automotive and Answer Racing back KTM out of Zephyr Hills, Florida. Wood actually finishing third place in his qualifying race. So a good start here in this championship moto could certainly bode well for this young rider as we kick things off here on lap number 1. Blake Presty also out there with us. He finished up in second place. We're watching for him. He had a great battle. Cannon Hargrove, the 17 from Kim, Texas, a Texas Best Contractors back rider. Also finishing a top 3 in his division race as we check at the end of lap 1 here in the Supercross main event where it all counts. Landon Gordon out front of Seth Dennis. We're talking 2.6 seconds. And Wes Kane down there on the podium as Carson Wood, Canyon Richards, and Colt Golombetsky rounds out your top 5. We'll check in with our Yamaha podium presentation and our top 3 from that 450B class just moments ago. What a whale of a race there.
Thank you, Rodney. Yeah, they're pretty happy down here. They got a Yamaha sweep up here. Kind of not sure if that's the order they wanted it to be in, but all in all, they got to be pretty pumped. I'm going to find out. Nick Romano up here. Come on over here, bud, man. You're riding so good. And you're going to put it together. You're going to put it together. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I've been ripping hole shots all week. I've gotten like every one. And I don't know. I put myself out front where I'm good. And then I don't know what happens. But whatever, it's all good. It's my first race on 250. I'm just here having fun, no expectations, and yeah, can't thank Monster Energy, Yamaha Star Racing, Yamaha enough. Monster Energy, Bell Helmets, 100% Goggles, Thor, Mobius, Alpine Stars, KYTR, KYB, Specialized, my trainer Swanee, Will, Jeremy, and George helped me out this weekend, and everyone else forgot. Thank you.
All right, congratulations, Nick Romano. He is the future. And let's talk about, come on up here, Colin Park. Another podium, a silver medal this time. Stacking up those points for the outdoor. Wait till these guys get out there. Boy, that's going to be a good one. Tell me about it.
West Kane Mafia, baby, let's go!
We got it.
No, I was like in the middle of a pileup in the first turn, and I just put my head down the whole moto. I was trying to charge. To be honest, I thought I was in like 4th or 5th the whole time, and I came over here and they told me I got 2nd. So honestly, that's not good enough for me after getting that taste of victory yesterday. So I'm coming back and outdoor swinging. I'd like to thank the Lord Jesus Christ to keep me safe. My mom and dad, my mechanic Chris for working his butt off for me. JMS for building me a good motor. BTO Sports, Triangle Cycles, Big B for the hospitality. My mom and dad, Oakley, Answer, 60 helmets, Dunlop tires hooking up great out there. Twin Air, EBS, Oakley, and whoever else I forgot. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Colin Park. Good job out there, man. You left me hanging. Good job. Now you're champ. There you go. All right. Hey, all right, come on up here, Kate Nippen. I want you behind your bike so we can get those glamour shots. Here's your champ, guys. Come on in there. Give him that #1 plate. There he is. 450B champ. Hold it up high. Katie Nippen, there's the champ. All right. How's it feel to be the champ?
Oh, it feels really good. I mean, in the first one I had some bike problems, so lined it up last gate pick right there, and I was like thinking about going outside or inside, and I'm like, sure, I'm just going to go inside, hope for the best. So got a good jump out there, and I think I ended up around 4th or 5th, and I didn't want, Nick to pull away, but he's riding really good out there. Didn't want him to pull away, so tried to catch up a little bit there, and I seen freaking Colin right behind us too, and he was pulling up, so I didn't want to, play with Nick too much, and then he catch up, but glad I got the win and, just racing out there. So I'd like to thank the whole Yamaha EBR team, Monster Energy, Answer, my Dunlop tires hooking up great out there, Pro Taper, Rye, Garnet, 100%, Bill's Pipes, VP, Altus Motorsports, Tucker Power Sports, and I'd really like to thank the Lord Jesus Christ and my mom and dad and my whole family. Thank you so much for getting me out here.
All right, congratulations. Katie Nippen, you celebrate. Give them boys a little champagne toast. All right, take it away up there on the track. Rodney.
All righty, 2 laps to go in this 65cc 7 and 11-year-old class, and Landon Gordon continues to lead. Seth Dennis, the 9:30, about 7 seconds back at the end of lap 4. As we said, 2 laps to go in this one. Canyon Richards running in the number 3 spot. Colt Golombesky in 4th. Carson Wood in 5th. Cannon Hargrove is 6th. Blake Presty now up to 7th. He dropped back to 8th a lap ago, but making his way around the 58 of Darren Pine now, who is 8th. 9th place Chase Lawton. The 15 machine in 10th place, Will McCure, who was a division race winner. 11 through 20 now, Nathan Hummel, Landon Gibson, the 7:23. We also got Kevin DePino in 13th, 14th, Nathan Stelgrove, Cole Gray in 15th, Matthew Williams 16th, 17th, Austin Camden, William Sokol in 18th, Eli Gross 19th, and Calvin Kiasis rounds out your top 20, but all eyes up front right now on some battling that is taking place out here for that 2nd place position. Canyon Richards now all over the 9:30 of Seth Dennis as they battle for that 2nd place position. This is something that's been heating up for the last couple of laps, but here it's coming to a fever pitch on the white flag lap as we roll past the white flag a moment ago. Still Gordon, Dennis, and Richards, but the gap still now nearly 9 seconds between 1st and 2nd, but all eyes watching Dennis and Canyon Richards trying to unload and lock and take the big shot here. And just becoming a, oh, look at that, Canyon Richards trying to fire and thread that needle underneath, and I think at least for the moment we have a new 2nd place position right on that Yamaha 316, but it's a side-by-side duke out now in front of the announcer's box, and right back to the 2nd place position goes Seth Dennis, but trying to skyrocket back into 2nd. Now cutting that corner short. Here comes the 316 Richards once more with a slight advantage. He goes up high as he's taken high by Dennis. Now one more turn to go in a drag race to the finish line, but it looks like the momentum may be on the side of Seth Dennis. Let's see what happens. Checkers are out. Landon Gordon takes the win, and it looks like Dennis will hold on to 2nd with Canyon Richards in 3rd, but you gotta say a big pat on the back for both those rides. The challenge put forth by Richards and the rising to the occasion by Seth Dennis, the 9:30 for that 2nd place finish, and able to hold on to that. Colt Golombesky will finish in the number 4 spot as we look at those Pro Circuits results board. It's Carson Wood in the number 5 spot. Cannon Hargrove in 5th. Blake Presty holds on for Cannon Hargrove in 6th, and Blake Presty in 7th, Darren Pine in 8th. 9th is Landon Gibson. Will McCure rounds out your top 10 in the 65cc 7 to 11-year-old class, race number 43. We are going to be going straight from Supercross mains into motocross practice, so those riders in the first practices need to start getting yourself ready for practice, as we will get that underway coming up once again as soon as we conclude Supercross racing here today. Also, if you have a transponder from Eastcorn, not going to be racing motocross, you're going to want to make sure you turn that in. Otherwise, you're going to want to make sure you're charging it, ready for motocross racing action as well. Gate down on our Supermini 2 13 to 16-year-old class. Gavin Towers comes into this one locked and loaded, and it's the man to beat once again on the Monster Energy Team Green Kawasaki. Backed by those great folks at Pro Circuit. We'll see if he's able to make the hay while the sun's shining today for himself. Also, 2nd place finisher out there was Jayden Clough, the number 45 from Elko, Minnesota on the KTM, backed by SSR Training. And at 2:39, opening up with the early lead here this morning is Benjamin Garib, the 3rd place finisher from Santiago, and of course he's a Fox WorkTech Maxima Factory Connects and ODI-backed KTM rider, and of course he finished 3rd, opening up with the early lead on this one. We sort him out, jockey for position, and as we come to that final turn, already changes taking place throughout our field. We'll assess the situation for you. Out front, it is the number 15 of Gavin Towers as he works his way through the pack. There on lap number 1, that'll drop the 239 of Garib back to the number 2 spot. Kyle Smith in 3rd, Nick Laurie now running in the number 4 spot with Dakota Aldrich in 5th, Noah Smurden in 6th, Ivan Abdallah Jr. in the 7th place position. 8th place is that of Nicholas Israel. Evan Ferry 9th, and Dylan Varn rounding out your top 10. 11 through 20 now. 11th, Lee Ness. Ronald Johnson 12th, Jaden Clough in 13th, Dave Arlen in 14th, Julian Bomer in 15th, Devin Salo in 16th, James Harris in 17th, 18th, Tommy Welch 19th, Dylan Barr, Trevor Kolb rounding out the top 20. Back up front in front of the announcer's box now. now, your leader, Tower, still being followed by Garib and that number 12 of Kyle Smith. Things really heating up back there, though. Dakota Aldridge around Laurie now for the 4th place position as things are starting to change back there. Also, Noah Smurden knocking on the door, and Ivan Aldama will sort him out once more at the finish line at the conclusion of lap number 2. Supermini 2, 13 to 16-year-old riders. Where is Evan Ferry? I know a lot of folks watching out for that one. Back in the 9th place position at the end of lap number 1. Was he able to make up some gains there in lap number 2? We'll find out in just a moment. Right now, we're going down to the Yamaha podium with Wes Kane.
Canyon Richards, come on up here. We got some hot action on the track, and we're going to get back to it. One more time, come up here, Canyon Richards. All right, Canyon Richards, tell me about your race. Finishing 3rd.
I almost got the whole shot, but I floated a little wide. And I just like moved back or something. And I just kept charging and I got the 3rd.
What do you want to thank?
I like to thank Jesus Christ, Rock River Yamaha, Ed Torrance, Donnie Lewis, Specialized Foley Cat, Bell 100%, Atlas, Motocross, Moose Racing, Thirst Race Guy, CTI Knee Braces, Rainbow Farms, Enzo, Recluse, Dunlop, Claire Chiropractic, Tap House, and James Jones.
Congratulations, Canyon Richards. Put it up high. He finished in 3rd. Seth Dennis, the Little Ripper. You're going to get the silver. Congratulations out there. Come on over here, Seth Dennis. Tell me about your race, bud. Love to see you smile, man.
Yeah, got the whole shot. Pushed a little wide, though. So a couple people slipped under me. But other than that, Landon, Gordon got by me. And then me and Canyon, who had a great battle. He's riding great. But I had an extra few lines up my sleeve and just kind of held on to it.
What do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, my sister, Donald, Nathan, Hope, Orange Brigade, Dunlop, Scott, Fox, Alpine Stars, Asterix, Thrill Seekers, Twisted, and that's all. Thank you.
Congratulations. Hold it up. There he is, a Little Ripper, Seth Dennis. And now your 65, 7-11 champ. Come on over here, buddy. Landon Gordon. You landed up on the box with another championship. Congratulations. Hold it up high. Get the shot, Mike. Send it to Mitch. Tell me about your race.
Got off to a great start. Just put the laps down and then rode my own race.
What do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank the Lord for keeping me safe. My whole family, watching back home. Fly, 100%. Dunlop, Pro Circuit, Alpine Stars, 100 Designs, ASV, Chris, my mechanic, Bolt, Mika, and everyone else. Thank you.
Congratulations out there. There's a champ. Landon Gordon, you're going to celebrate. There you go, bud. Go get them all. Go get them all. Back to you guys in the tower. Take it away. What's on the track?
Well, we got heated action and 2 laps to go now. The Supermini 2, 13 to 16. When we last left, Evan Ferry was running in 6th. He started out just barely inside the top 10. I think he was running 8th on lap number 1. He has sliced and diced his way all the way up into a 3rd place position. And now in the 2nd place as he just made the pass for a 2nd time on Benjamin Garib for 2nd. But Garib firing right back. Ferry and Garib going at it for 2nd right now. All the while, Gavin Towers getting a big break on that one as it's allowing him to stretch things out up front on board that number 15. But man, there has been a true riding clinic by Evan Ferry put on throughout this entire moto aboard that 75 Husqvarna machine as he is now solidifying the number 2 spot. At least it appears that way as they head in front of the announcer's box now. Ferry in 2nd, but here comes Garib. He's not done. He's going to the inside. We've seen this move work for a few riders in qualifying, but not a lot of riders have used it in their main so far, and it doesn't pay dividends for Garib either. Lap 5 They're actually working on lap 6 now for the Supermini 2. And a white flag coming out for Gavin Towers this time around, and Evan Ferry and Benjamin Garib. Noah Smurden back in the number 4 spot. Kyle Smith is 5th. Jaden Clough in 6th. Ivan Aldama 7th. Nick Laurie in 8th. Julian Bowman 9th. And Nicholas Israel rounds out your top 10. The gap now between 2nd and 3rd is 1.5 seconds as we see Ferry turning a 1:10.6 and a 1:12.5 for Benjamin Garib, which now separates them by that 1.5 that we're looking at. Gavin Towers is still 6.5 seconds ahead of Evan Ferry, and with a lap to go, I don't know that even Evan Ferry is going to bridge that gap and make any challenges at this particular point. I tell you, likening the riding of Evan Ferry to Colin Parks move up through the B classes this week. Final lap of racing right now is what we're watching. Checkers in hand. Miss Beverly, our finish line flagger here, and she waits for the 15 of Towers to check in that last turn and set to wave those checks. And here they come as Gavin Towers strikes up another Supercross championship, this time in the Supermini 2 13 to 16-year-old class, and a phenomenal ride put forth by Evan Ferry to claw his way into 2nd place position, finishing only 4.3 seconds behind Towers at the checker. Garib will finish in the number 3 spot. That will be your podium. Then Noah Smurden, the 44 in 4th. In 5th, Jaden Clough as we check in with your Pro Circuit results board. It's going to be Julian Balmer in 6th, Ivan Aldama Jr. in 7th, 8th place Nicholas Laurie, 9th place Kyle Smith, and rounding out the top 10 then will be Nicholas Israel. Again, that all comes to you with the unofficial results, but the official results soon to be posted. And I'll tell you, folks, I don't see a lot of changes in that one. That one was pretty spectacular. Hats off to all the competitors in this one as we get set to roll down next to the 51 4-6 Shaft Drive Limited. I believe this is our final race. We are gearing up for motocross practice again, in staging our practice orders, I believe, posted in on the posting board. It's posted in the program as well. So get set for practice. Start heading over to staging, pre-staging right now. We'll get you sorted out as soon as we can make the transformation from this Supercross track to the big course. We'll get practice underway. Unfortunately for you folks at home on RacerX, RacerTV.com, you're not going to get to watch the rest of the afternoon, the practice and things like that, but you will be back bright and early tomorrow morning as we will get underway with those motos, and we'll keep you abreast on it. Just watch social media. If something happens and by some lucky chance we're able to actually get on today, we will let you know, but most likely you'll see us tonight on the Mini-O's after show. But meanwhile, 4-6 Shaft Drive class getting set to roll right now, and we're watching for big names in this one. See, Axel Ward going to be one to watch. Ryder Lane, the 917, also one to watch. And then see, Jet Caps going to be keeping an eye out for that rider.
I had the horse and then I decided I wanted to make a right.
A full gate of Shaft Drive Limited 4- to 6-year-old riders getting set to roll. Getting ready to celebrate another championship with Powers and Ferry and Garib down there on the podium here in just a moment.
Wow, you know, I see that becoming like the Gruy Karsten affair. You know, man, just wow. These guys are just going to be able to push each other to the next level. We're going to go down to West Kane, as a matter of fact, on the Yamaha podium right now.
Oh, wow. What a crowd down here. The Milestone Assassin back up on the podium again. Come on over here. Great job out there. You were out there fighting hard. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I got a good start. I'm not very happy with my 3rd place, but now I'm wide open to motocross, have fun, and thank all my sponsors, my trainer, Kelly and Randy, ODI, Fox, Maxima, WorkTech, Oakley, Chile, and my dad, my mom, that are here supporting me, and that, thank you.
Congratulations. This guy right here is super fast, guys. Keep an eye on this guy right there. All right, Evan Ferry, come on up here. The silver medalist another super fast Supermini rider. You were on a rail out there, young man. Tell me all about it.
Yeah, I didn't have the best gate pick, but still came out pretty decent. Probably passed around, I don't know, maybe 10 guys, and then got in the second. Me and Garib had a pretty good battle. It was actually pretty fun, stuffing each other in the corners, and just went out there, tried to ride my own race, and was really focusing on seeing who was in front of me and just seeing if I could catch up, but it was already too late after the start.
You ready for the outdoors?
Oh yeah, I'm ready for the outdoors.
Who do you want to thank?
I want to thank my mom, my dad, my Mimi, my pop, everybody that's come out to watch, Jack, motivational speeches, and the whole Rockstar Energy Factory Husqvarna racing team, and Scuba for coming out, my Misty, and everybody, and Fly, and Arrow. There's everybody that's helped me get to here.
Congratulations. I haven't seen Missy in a while, but she's definitely a part of the program for sure.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Evan Ferry, super fast. Keep an eye on that guy. He is going to set some records. Come on in here. GT Money, Gavin Towers. You get the gold medal. We're going to put you behind this machine right here, and you hold that up high. You are the champ, young man. Gavin Towers, GT Money. Well, tell me about it.
Going off to another decent hole shot thanks to my Dunlop tires and Pro Circuit motor. Got a little squirrely halfway down the straightaway, but ended up coming out okay. And then I think I passed Benjamin for the lead. And then I would really just focus on those first couple laps, maintain a lead. And then once I knew it was halfway, I had a pretty good lead, and just try to stay smooth. And then once I seen the white flag come out, I just cruised to the finish. So it was awesome.
Who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, my sister Sydney, the whole Monster Energy team, Green, Pro Circuit, Kawasaki, Dunlop tires, Renthal, Real Deal, and Kilgore Semix. Always keep me sharp. Sherry, Seven, Scott Goggles, Mobius, Alpine Stars, Wes Kane, Ryan, Mike, just all the suspension guys, Mitch. Craig, he's back in Australia, and just literally everybody else who I forgot. Thank you so much.
All right, congratulations out there, guys. Give it up. And we're going to give this to you right here. You celebrate. I think they all want to get a little bit of that right there. Gavin Towers, GT Money up on the podium. Take it away up there on the box.
All righty, thanks a lot, Wes Kane, as we pick it up with our final race of Supercross. And, of course, practice getting set to roll for the motocross. So need practice group number 1, 2, and 3 to be in the staging area, headed that way. If you're not there yet, you should be making your way on over. It'll be the 250 Pro Sport, 250A, 250B Limited will be second practice, and third will be the 85 12 to 13 limited class. That's your motocross practice. Going straight into that as soon as we can make the transition. Jeff Hines out on the track right now. We got Axel Ward out front of Ryder Lane, and it ain't by much, my friends. About a half second separating first and second, 4/10 of a second when they came through the finish line at the end of lap number 2. And as we pick up with this race on lap number 3, pretty much the same thing. We see about a 10-second gap, then back to Gavin Welsian. He's third place right aboard the 132, the 674 of Anderson Waldau. Second and a half back in fourth, then Storm Kelly in fifth. Carter Koch, the 157 in sixth. Seventh is Landon Horn. He's riding the number 10, the 46 of Levi Letty in eighth. Ninth place, the 111 of Martino Osbina. And 10th place, Owen Solomon there to round out the top 10 aboard the 94. That is Jax Duff in 11th, Bryson Bliss in the number 12 spot, Bailey Arsenal in 13th, McKay Behringer in 14th, Jazzy Easton Thompson in 15th, Cruz Anderson 16th, Brennan Bike in 17th. It is Branson Sellers in 18th, 19th, Jay Still, and C.W. Holtzclaw rounds out your top 20 aboard the 101. After 3, Ward still with the lead, and still only about a half second. It has gone from a 0.4 to a 0.5 deficit between the two. So Ward does gain a little bit, but not a whole lot. Welsian still back there now, about 14 seconds back in third. Waddell and Carter Koch rounding out the top 5.
This is the offspring class. We got our young guns out there. Many of these top competitors here, their dads have been in their shoes, so to speak. You know, huh?
Right. Hey, folks, get real-time track schedules anywhere, anytime. Share credits with family and friends, and stay connected to the sport. It's GoMX.com. And, of course, you can search for tracks and events for free. Event schedules are available for as low as 75 cents each. Go check them out. GoMXConnect.com on the World Wide Web, and you can also stop to their booth here at the track if you happen to be here, and check the many great things that they have available for you there.
Hey, they're on little bikes. They got a little gap going on between our first and second place rider right there. What an amazing battle going on by these young riders. Again, it's boiled up to Axel Ward and Ryder Lane. Or is it Chad Ward and Forrest going at it? It's the mini-me's. That's what it is. This is the battle of the mini-me's out there. And, of course, Mark Waddell out there. And Anderson Waddell, his youngster. So, this is cool. Alabama gang out there getting at it for him. Tell you, Gavin Wilson doing a good job. There's Anderson Waddell. Look at him. He's in the 4th spot. Carter Koch, Storm Kelly, Landon Horn, Levi Letty. Oh, man, Martin Ospina in the top 10. Owen Solomon. What a run. Oh! We got drama going on the far side. Ronnie, look at him getting at it. And the Racer TV crew zoomed right in there. You say that's Ray running it? Who's running the drone?
That's Daniel Rogerson. Dan Rogerson, yeah.
Great job out there, man. Just staying on him. Look at that. Look at that. You don't get that view anywhere.
We're on our Thor last lap right now as they came through the finish line. Ward and Lane were about 0.3 of a second apart, but it looks like maybe...
It is. This is the best. A full gate of PW 50 riders. Where do you ever see a full gate?
We got a change in the lead, I think, right now is what we're looking.
Force. I mean, excuse me, Ryder. I got a dance in their head. Sorry. So Ryder, did he step up? Did he pull the trigger on Axel?
Yeah, he did. Let's make it double check this.
Right in front straight away. Look at him.
9:17, 3:21. Yep, we see the change taking place there. So Ryder Lane out front. Axel Ward now. So Wells's still back in number 3 spot. We're in some lap traffic now. So they were.
One slight bobble, Rodney. That's all it took. One slight bobble, Tim says, and he was got by.
Well, they were so close, literally side by side. 0.331 was the deficit when they came across the white flag there just a few moments ago. So, like he said, one little slight hesitation, and things changed, and you see exactly what it is. At least for now, Ryder Lane out front.
3100ths of a second we're talking about. Is that a Pee-wee bike length? Is that really? What is a Pee-wee bike length anyway?
I don't know that it's that long. I only know that that's a Pee-wee wheel length. To be honest.
The blink of an eye.
Not even that.
Yo, he's gonna get him.
It's less than a blink of an eye. There's the checkers. They're out, and we got a champion.
Yo!
And that is, my friends, Ryder Lane making it happen on the final lap. He put the pressure on Axel Ward the entire moto and makes it happen here, and Axel Ward will take second.
Gavin Wilson up in there in that 3rd spot. Anderson Waddell in the 4th position. Looks like Storm Kelly is going to make it and be a top 5 competitor. Unbelievable. I'll tell you what, you couldn't script a better way to wrap up our Supercross championship out there, right? I mean, we're crying tears up here, having a blast watching this. Hope you guys are too.
Ryder Lane, Axel Ward, Gavin Wells, he have 1, 2, and 3. Be going over to see Wes Kane right here, right now. Anderson Waddell. Great ride by that young rider. Storm Kelly will take 5th as we take a look at the official unofficial Pro Circuit results board. It is Owen Solomon, Landon Horn jacked up, Levi Letty, and Martin Ospina rounding out the top 10. Well, folks, that's going to do it for Supercross. Are we going to catch the interviews on there, Adam? Are we going to take those with those little guys? Or are we going to go ahead and wrap up right now? This rabbit. All right, so we're going to head on out. We'll get a chance to talk to these kids a little later on Racer TV, but head down to see Wes Kane right now is our top 3. We're going to wrap things up on racertv.com, reminding you keep an eye on social media, and we'll definitely be back on the air. And motos for motocross certainly coming at you tomorrow on Thanksgiving Thursday.
Just a quick reminder, top 5.
Hang on just a second. For everybody here at the Mini-O's, on behalf of us here at racertv.com, and on behalf of Jeff Hines and Wes Kane, I'm Rodney Tomlin. Have a great day, everybody.
Hey, so again, a quick reminder, first 5 practice class. 250 Pro Sport, 250B.